Behind the mask of a Hollywood star, the untold story of Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is a name known worldwide, associated with bright, unforgettable characters, a daring pirate, an eccentric musician, a mysterious artist. But behind all these costumes and camera flashes lies something much deeper. The story of a man whose life was filled with pain and struggle long before he stepped into the spotlight. This is not a tale about a Hollywood idol, but about a man fighting his own demons in the shadows of fame. Childhood that left scars. John Christopher Depp Jr. was born in 1963 in the small town of Owensboro, Kentucky. His childhood was far from a fairy tale. His family seemed surrounded by chaos and instability. His father left the family, leaving behind hardships and tension that left a mark on Johnny's psyche. His mother, Betty Sue, was a difficult and strict woman. According to Depp himself, she often showed not only emotional but physical cruelty. It was as if fate was preparing him to understand that light and joy are not always what we see on the surface. Those early years, full of fear and confusion, became a burden Johnny carried into adulthood. He never forgot the pain, but learned to hide it behind the masks of characters and roles. Every appearance on screen was an attempt to escape the pain he could not express in words. Music as salvation. Before becoming an actor, Johnny searched for himself in music. As a teenager, he was passionate about rock and played in a band called The Kids. The life of a musician was far from luxury. Nights spent in cars, tours through small towns, hope for breakthrough. In music, he saw freedom, a way to release emotions he had kept inside since childhood. Music was not just a hobby, but true salvation, the light that illuminated the dark corners of his soul. But fate had other plans. A chance meeting with Nicolas Cage changed everything. It opened the door to the world of cinema, where Johnny began creating his legendary images. The path to Hollywood, struggling with the image. Depp's first notable role was in the 1984 film A Nightmare on Elm Street. It was a start, but not a triumph. True popularity came with the TV show 21 Jump Street, which made Johnny a teen idol. But this success was double-edged. On one hand, it brought fame. On the other, it turned the young actor into a product and a heart that grew rejection. Johnny did not want to be just a pretty face admired by thousands of fans. He wanted freedom to create, to explore complex and unusual roles. This internal conflict tormented him. On one side, mass love. On the other, a feeling of losing himself. Masks on screen, escape in roles. In the 1990s and early 2000s, Depp chose the path of unconventional characters. The eccentric Edward Scissorhands, the strange director Ed Wood, the hero of a crazy trip in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Each role was not just work, but an attempt to comprehend his life, to find answers to internal questions. A special place was taken by Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean, a character who captured millions of hearts. But behind the bright charisma and laughter hid a struggle with addiction and psychological trauma. Depp became known not only as a talented actor, but as a man unafraid to show his vulnerability, although he preferred to do it through art. Family, an island of calm. In his personal life, Depp had a period when it seemed that light finally entered his world. His relationship with French actress Vanessa Paradis was sincere and deep. They had 2 children, Lily Rose and Jack. For Johnny, family became an anchor, a source of hope and peace. He often said that fatherhood gave his life meaning and helped him see himself differently. But happiness was fragile. External and internal storms clouded the light again, and years later the family broke apart. Storm and legal dramas. After the breakup with Vanessa, Johnny's life became entangled with Amber Heard. Their relationship was filled with drama, conflicts, and loud accusations. The couple went through a series of court trials, accusations of abuse from both sides, public condemnation, and media sensationalism. Johnny Depp, who had long kept silent, finally decided to show the world his truth. In 2020, audio recordings were released proving that he was not the aggressor, but himself a victim of abuse. This twist forced the public to reconsider their views. The trial in 2022 became a worldwide event. Millions watched the actors fight to restore justice in his name. When the verdict was announced in Depp's favor, many felt a triumph of truth and justice. A man behind the image, a symbol of endurance. Today, Johnny Depp is not just a Hollywood star. He has become a symbol of struggle and endurance, a man who went through destruction and was able to rise again. His story is a reminder that behind the smile and success often hides a deep internal fight. His life shows that true strength is not in fame or money, but in the ability to stay true to oneself and never give up no matter what.